have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me point up and it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Beat beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. It's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Like 20! 34.
They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach. Only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
It's a gain of 10.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And a Dolphin 1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Ballage. And an alley to run. The 20. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards on the ground.
Mike 20! Mike 50, He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill. Watch the ship. Left. Watch the ship. Deuce. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Fitzpatrick. The quick slant caught. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal.
Hey. 4 down. Watch it. Regular. 5. To kill. Feel it.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. Forced out to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. 11Z.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Mexico! 90! Mexico!
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing on third down, Love. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And to the left side here, Wilson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a first down. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. He'll set up the screen to Dre. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number 1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Here's Fitzpatrick. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
There you go, get down.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Margus Hunt able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. 20! And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Coleman now. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st and 10, Locke. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Rodgers. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
X3, 218, chopper.
On 1st down, Locke. That's caught. It's Coleman. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Locke. And his throw is incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Check 99. Check 99. Joker, joker. Joker, joker. Check 30. 40. Easy. Alert. Undercrow. On. No. Off. Check 24.
Back to throw. Love. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. That's complete right around the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. They'll run with Drake. Big hold of the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 74 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what...
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Caught by Wilson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Fitzpatrick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go, Mike. 50. Mike. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
1st down, Fitzpatrick. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Drake. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Coleman, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
59. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Bang, 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 bang. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. On. Check. Check out.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 11.
Now Luck. Escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Locke. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Dancing to his left. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. Eluding the pressure right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run it with Coleman. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Coleman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
2nd down and goal. Luck buying time to his left. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess. His 4th touchdown on the... As his guys are back within a single score. Now the try here for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Running, it's Drake. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Right back to Drake. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They begin the drive with Coleman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year. And he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Flushed out right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
12.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Luck. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And Vinatieri started it left. It stays left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now the 2nd down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. On the give, this is Drake. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Yeah, that's how we do it. 80! Minus 50. Stop your body.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Single.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground with Drake. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, 20! Hey, color. Too low,
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Able to shake him off. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's going to let it flop. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. Now Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Sponge! No!
A wide receiver carry for Parker. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Dolphins, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.